Step 6 to entering a dispatch is to enter the fees. We'll start here with the primary fee. What we need to do is enter in the amount that we're going to use for the fee, and then what type of fee is it. We have different ways of entering in the fees. You can enter it in as a flat fee, a per mile fee, a per hundredweight fee, or a per ton fee. I'll talk about each one just briefly. A flat fee gives you the most flexibility. You can simply enter in any amount that you want to charge. I know there are various types of trucking operations out there, and everyone has a different way of doing things, so you can come up with your own calculations and just put in whatever the rate is. Maybe you're hauling for a broker, a customer, whatever the case is, and just whatever amount you want to enter in there. So we could just enter in $4,500, for example, put it in as a flat fee, and then it'll just go in. To use the per mile fee, you would simply click on the per mile and then enter in the amount that you want to charge per mile. So for example, if we wanted to charge $2.50 a mile, we would just enter it in like that and select the per mile fee. And this will calculate using PC Miler set on practical miles, and will calculate automatically. When we save the dispatch, it'll automatically run the miles and take that and multiply it times $2.50. To use the per hundredweight fee, we do a similar type of thing. Click the per hundredweight and then enter in the amount you want to charge per hundredweight. So for example, if we wanted to charge $10 per hundredweight, we would just enter in $10. And then up here earlier, when we entered in the weight of 43,500, this will automatically convert that weight to the per hundredweight and take it times our $10 per hundredweight fee. This is used oftentimes by flatbed operations, or dump trucks use it sometimes, maybe even reefers or whatever, but so per hundredweight fee is used in that way. A per ton fee is a similar type of thing. Just simply select the per ton fee and enter in the amount that you want to charge per ton. So if you wanted to charge $200 per ton, you would just enter in the $200 here and select the per ton fee here. In my case, I'm just going to use the flat fee. I'm just going to charge $4,500. And then we'll move along to the fuel surcharge. The fuel surcharge works the same way. You have the same types of options. You can simply enter in a flat fee for a fuel surcharge by selecting flat fee and entering in your amount. I want to charge $1,500, for example, you just type it in. If you use the percentage, you simply enter in the percent that you want to charge for a fuel surcharge. So if it's 30%, just enter in the 30, and this will charge 30% of whatever you're using for your primary fee. So in our case, we're using $4,500, it'll just charge 30% of that. And then of course, if you want to use the per mile fee, you can use that by selecting the per mile and enter in the amount you want to charge for the fuel surcharge per mile. Once again, this will calculate automatically using PC Miler set on practical miles. Once you get your primary fees entered in, we can move on to the accessory fees. We've put in some basic fees in here that you might run into, such as a stop-off fee, a detention fee, a tarp fee, a lumper fee. These are optional things. If you have a stop-off, you might charge, I don't know, $75 a stop-off or something like that. This would be your place to enter it. I know there are dozens of other types of fees that you could use or that you could run into for accessories, so we left an extra space here just to put in any amount for whatever extra fee that you would need to charge for your customer. And then we will move along to driver pay options here. If you're using manual driver pay, then you would see that box right here. That is something that has to be set when you're adding the driver. So if you need to change that, you would have to go back up to your driver options and go into the driver settings and change the driver pay type to manual pay. In our case, we're paying our driver per mile, and then it would calculate the driver pay automatically based on the miles driven. However, if you need to pay a driver something extra for an accessory fee, such as detention or a tarp fee or anything like that, then you would enter that amount here, and this will show up on the driver pay report. The driver advance is the same type of thing. If the driver takes an advance against this load for, say, $150 or some amount, you would simply enter that in here, and then when it calculates the driver pay later, it will also show that driver pay advance on the driver pay report. And that will complete entering in this dispatch. After everything is entered in the way you need it to be, simply double check your entries and click the Save button. Step 7 to creating a dispatch is reviewing the details. After saving the dispatch, it will let you know that your dispatch was successfully created, and these are the details for you to review. When the dispatch is all done, if you want to create an invoice, there's a link provided here that will take you right to the invoice for the dispatch. Here is just showing the customer, the driver, and the truck number. If you click on this link for this driver, it will show all loads that were done by this driver. Same thing for the truck number. It would display all loads that have been done by this truck. So we can verify the pickup dates and the delivery dates, the from and to for the load, where it starts and where it ends. The amount of miles were 2,820.7, and that once again is provided by PC Miler set on practical miles. As we scroll down and review the rest of the page, you can see the miles for this trip broken down by each individual state that we passed through with totals. It will also show you the toll miles and in which states you had tolls. Down at the bottom once again is showing the route of the truck. Just simply here for your review. On the other side of the page we have all the fees that we put in. So your flat fee of $4,500, the fuel surcharge, and you can just go through and quickly edit and verify all of that information. Now upon reviewing your dispatch, if you find a mistake, you need to go back and make an edit, you can come over here to the side and click on Edit Dispatch. If you're entering more than one dispatch, if you run this load on a regular basis and you need to do this one, enter in several loads just like this one, you could click the clone and it will clone this dispatch and make it very easy for you to duplicate this one without having to re-enter everything from the beginning. Or if you're done with this, you can go back to the dispatch list. Clicking on the dispatch list will take you back to the dispatch tab from the beginning, and now you have one dispatch on your dispatch list. Once again, you have some options over here to delete this dispatch, to edit the dispatch, to clone it, or if you click View, it will take you back to that dispatch details page once again. So as you can see, it's very easy to create dispatches and to maneuver back and forth. After you create a handful of dispatches, you'll see that it really goes very quickly and very smoothly, and it's very easy.